Hello everyone, welcome back to Omnifactory episode 27. And last episode, you'll remember, we started having some issues with power generation. Well, we didn't actually start having issues with it. We were doing this down here. What are these things called again? Lumium and signalum. So I've got quite a lot of this done already. I still have luminum is on H3, and I still have only two of these guys going, because the problem I had after the last episode ended, I actually completely ran out of diamonds in here. This was completely empty. This was empty. I had no pristine shulker matters, and these are all empty as well. So I ended up making 3 more of these guys. So these are all, now we have plenty of diamonds going. But then I ran out, while I had added 3 more of these, they all used up a whole bunch more pulsating polymer clay, because we had all 6 running. I then ran out of pulsating polymer clay. So I had to upgrade this with another simulation chamber here. So now there's 3 running this guy. And I also had to add an extra alloy smelter to smelt this thing down. So now the bottleneck is, so I have what do I have? I have 2 furnaces making glass. I'm going into one of these guys. And then I have 2 advanced alloy smelters smelting these guys. So I don't know exactly what the bottleneck is now. I'm guessing it's probably the chemical reactor, but I'm not sure. So we haven't run out of these yet, but this is still at MV. Oh yeah, I have 2 of these, that's right. So yeah, we haven't run out of these since then, and this is only MV, so maybe we need to upgrade that at some point soon. But I have been busy otherwise. You can see as we walk past, I have a few little bits and pieces that I've been working on. I made a atomic reconstructor, so now I can make all of these guys. Actually, we make it by block because it's a bit more efficient to make it as in block form. There we go. This setup is basically exactly the same as the setup I have over there that was making void crystals, but it's doing stuff on demand, right? So it has all of these recipes here for each of these blocks. And I also set up the empowerer. So the only thing the empowerer is making at the moment is this one, empowered palace crystal block. Again, doing it in block form is way more efficient because it's the same ingredients on the display stands. You just put a block of it here instead of a single piece of it. There we go. So I think there's supposed to be like a beam going from it, but I think because of Optifine, it's not working. I don't know. It takes a while too. You can kind of see there's like an absence of a beam over there. But I think Optifine makes the beam not show up for some reason. Anyway, the other thing, so that's actually quite so that was this one here, Empowerer. I finished that quest. I've done, I made the compactor and the gear working die as well. So that's now over here. I have them set up here. That also allowed me to upgrade to the signalum level of upgrade, because we needed to make, I think this was what we needed to make the signalum one. And you can only make these like crystal based or emerald gem based. Yeah, that's the word. Gem based gears in the compactor. But now that we can make the signalum upgrade kit, which I have done. Let me see, what's the recipe for it? Yeah, these guys, Restonia gears. I haven't used them anywhere else though, because, well, I'll get into that in a minute. So that's that bit done. We ended up actually making all of the stuff for these next tier of circuits. So that one and these ones are all done. Like I said in the last episode, there wasn't anything complicated about them. Once I had all of the bits and pieces in place, we can make all of those next tier ingredients. Yeah, I showed you I made this thing. We also started making some up to NuclearCraft stuff. So I made ferroboron. Most of these are all pretty straightforward. It's just like mixing things in an alloy smelter That's pretty straightforward. Yttrium was not too difficult. I think it was no, what was it? How did we make yttrium? I think we made it from small piles of it. Oh yeah, it was from centrifuging rare earth. So I have a whole bunch of rare earth now, which you get from a bunch of different places. Oh, I don't have any more left. Oh yeah, because I use it all straight away to make yttrium. So I have over 1,000 yttrium dust. So we made that, which allowed us to make yttrium barium cuprate, which was barium. So wait, I should probably look up barium. That was the next thing that we made. That comes from barite, which was another one that we had. So let's have a look. Barium. We have about, was that 300 or? Yeah, 300. Which allowed us to make the yttrium barium cuprate. And hard carbon alloy is just graphite plus diamond. So I smelted up some graphite and diamond, which lets us make advanced plating. And then you saw me making the fission stuff in the intro there. So we made that controller and everything as well. The other thing I've been working on up here, which we're going to do a little bit first up this episode, is diesel, nitro diesel actually. So let's have a look over here. I should have quite a lot of nitro diesel. 1,000 buckets of the stuff, in fact. So all of that is over here. One of these guys. Diesel plus tetra. Yeah, that's the one making nitro diesel. And then, you know, all of these are just, it's all like chemical reactors, mixing chemicals together. All of the chemicals I had from other processes, I had the nitrogen and oxygen. That was pretty straightforward. Mix that, you get nitrogen dioxide, and then you mix, I don't know, nitrogen dioxide and something else, and you get something else, and you mix that with something else and you get something else, and it's all just mixing chemicals. There's nothing too complicated about it. So I made all of those things. Oops. Let's just claim it all then. Yeah, so today what I'm going to be working on, actually I have 2 projects planned. I'm not sure we'll get time to do both of them. But I have this thing here, which is the diesel engine. I'm going to try using this to replace my power, like to replace a lot of these things to make power. I don't know exactly how much power I'm going to get out of this thing. I think it's about 25,000 RF a tick, but I haven't done all of the calculations yet. So it's kind of, you know, we'll make it and we'll see what we get. But these things make 6,000 each when they're on maximum power, which is fine, and we can make plenty of them. They're easy to make. It's just all of the infrastructure needed to make the polymer clay and the diamonds and blah, blah, blah. Whereas these things run on nitro diesel, and we have heaps and heaps of nitro diesel, and we already have plenty of infrastructure to make nitro diesel. So I'm going to make one of these guys, and then I have this thing set up with this is 20 vibrant capacitor banks. It gives us 500 million RF storage, and we can do a maximum input and output of 500. Now that we have the signalum blocks, I also have signalum conduits, which can do 500,000 RF per tick maximum transfer. So that's the maximum rate that this thing can do. So I guess let's just make this somewhere and see how it goes. I don't know exactly where to put it, but I'm just going to put it here. There, and then we have, I guess we'll put a ring of these around, and then we put the gearbox in the middle, and I want 3 fluid inputs, 1 for each of the, so this thing can take, well, we'll see what it can take, but it can take there and another row around here, and then the energy output hatch there, and that should be it. Yeah, there we go. All right, so now if we put nitro diesel in here, and it'll start generating power. So let's get a fluid thingamabob. Oops. So that's the fluid input. I'm gonna put this thing here, I suppose. We're gonna need a bunch of these guys. I don't know, should I do it down the back? We have to make space for a CEU. I'm going to put it down here, I guess. And then we have space underneath the floor to put all of our wires and things. Oops. How are we going to do this? I guess we can just keep going out. What happens if I go here? Oh, we're almost at the end. Stairs. Can I go behind here? Maybe? Stairs, stairs. No, I can't because I need to... the stairs are there. I want to get it down under the floor. How can I get it under the floor? I don't really think I can I? Because... Okay, we're just gonna have to take it like this. And we might have a bit sticking out. Yeah, now we can go down. Oh, and there we go, we're hooked up to this thing. Okay, and then we'll have to... Oh, where am I? I'm outside. Okay, and then that'll do for now. And then we need to get some of the fuels bucket. We need nitro diesel, of course. There, and we need oxygen. This will become apparent why in a minute. Oxygen, and we need lubricant. And let's, no, that'll do for now. I need to get a travel anchor up here, I guess. Okay, so let's just start off. We're going to put nitro diesel in, and then we're going to mix it with these two ingredients, and it makes it more efficient. So let's get some conduits and some filters. And we'll put the nitro diesel in the top one, I suppose. There, and we'll make you brown as usual. Alright, so you should be making power, 2048 RF per tick. And then I guess that's already full. CEU. Do I have a CEU recipe? I thought I made a CEU recipe already. Yes, I did. The wire mill is still the slowest process here. So I think you pointing, that's the RF out spot. So let's get some, oh, we don't technically need, this much, but we'll make it anyway. So let's get you going down here. Oops. And we'll plug it into, oh perfect, it's the black one there. Can I teleport into there? Nope. Can I teleport up? Nope. This is the hard part. Well, I guess not, I can just go from this side. So actually this power monitor here, I want to put this like way over in my main base area. How am I going to do this now? I want to hook you up to here. Insert, that'll do. So you should be getting power already, yes. Oh wait, no, you stopped getting power. How come? But we can use this for now to monitor how much is going in and out. How come it stopped? It's got fuel. What happened? It just stopped. So it says oxygen to boost, and do you need to have lubricant? Is lubricant required? Let's try it. We make infinite lubricant. Lubricant comes from, I think, what does lubricant come from? I can't remember. Redstone and something, I know that. Does that work? Oh, now it's working again. And okay, I guess oxygen is just a boost of it. I don't know. So now we are making 8,000 RF per tick, right? Because it's 4 times that is how much RF you get from it. So let's put the oxygen in and see how much we get. So already we're making more RF per tick from this thing than we were from one numismatic dynamo. And if we put oxygen in, what do we get out of it now? We get 6,000 EU per tick and 25,000 RF per tick. That's what I remember. 24,000, I guess. 6 times 4. That's not too bad, and we can make more of these. We have enough. I think we have enough nitro, diesel, oxygen, and lubricant production to handle, you know, like 4 or 5 of these guys easily. And of course, we can do the thing where we use this guy to turn them all off when they're not being. I think these are pretty smart about, like, when they're not being used. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's what we can do. Let's get you covered back over. Oh, I guess we gotta get the conduits to go all the way to the base over there. Maybe I'll do that off camera. The plan is, right, I'm gonna have a row of these signalum energy conduits. This is gonna be like the main trunk, I guess you could say. Let's see. Oh, actually they do fit perfectly. Let's go conduit cover. It'll be invisible. It'll be perfect. I just need them to be gray. There we go. And so if I put this one here and this one here, then you can't see it. Okay, oh, that's perfect. Oh, weird lighting glitch there. If I break one of you, there we go, that fixed it. Yeah, so I'm gonna have the main like trunk of power going from up there all the way through here down to the main base, and then I'll have buffers, and I'll have, like, you know, power coming off of the main trunk into these guys wherever needed. So maybe I'll replace these ones with that power up there. Maybe I'll replace these ones with it. I don't know exactly yet. Like, for the most part, maybe I'll replace these ones. I've got 3 of these just to do this stuff over here. So, you know, maybe if I have 1 diesel power generator, I can replace all 3 of these with that to you know, power that. But some of these I'll just leave. I think, like the ones here, these 2, maybe I can just leave and they can be enough to handle these machines and these things over here. I don't know yet. We'll see how we go. And then I can replace these 4 here that I have with a diesel generator. And then as we upgrade our power, we'll upgrade, you know, the ability to power the rest of the base. So we'll do fusion power soonish, and then we can replace the rest of the base with fusion power. But the next thing I'm going to do, I'll do that off camera, like I said. But for now, let's move on, and I will actually make the fission reactor. Because making the reactor is kind of interesting, but like setting up all of the reactions is kind of boring. So I can do that off camera, but set up the reactor on camera. So let's get rid of all this stuff. We don't need it now, and let's grab our fission reactor ingredients. Oh, wait, do I have any uranium? I have some, yes, okay. So I've been working on the base area down here. As you can see, like I said, I made this off camera. I also did some cool stuff with the roof. I think it's cool. It's like different kinds of chiseled tiles. I made this, and yeah, I've been expanding down here a little bit. I think it looks pretty cool from the outside. Just some windows poking out of the mountain, like that was kind of my vision for it. This is what I've made here. It's not that exciting. I made a little balcony over here in the rock wall. Like the setup I have with the white concrete and the gray concrete, it's pretty expandable, like it's pretty flexible. I can make basically any shape, and this kind of just follows the cave that was already here, the natural cave. So I think it looks okay. Hopefully it'll look a bit cooler once I have a bunch of machines in here. My plan then is to have this go over to here. There's like a little bridge that we can have between these two mountains, and then the cave kind of extends into here, and we can have stuff going on there. We can have a path that goes down into the factory area over there. Yeah, so that's kind of how I'm structuring it. But this here is going to be my reactor, fission reactor that is. So let's get rid of the cobblestone where I was just marking out the size. Actually, let's also get rid of this because I want it to look like the floor actually is bordering it, I guess is the word. So I also had some of these factory blocks. I want this to be the board, like in the fission reactor. You're not supposed to do the corners and the sides, but I'm going to fill the corners and sides in with this block here because it looks kind of, you know, fission-y, reactory. Let's make some a floor so that I can actually put it on. Oops, there we go. And then we put these guys here, and then we put I guess I'll put it going up like that, at least for now, so that I have something to work with. And then we can get rid of the walls. So one thing you can do is instead of having everything with the reactor casing, you can put some of these transparent casings, which is just the regular casings plus glass. You just do it in an alloy smelter. And then I can also have a door. This is the reactor door. Oh wait, is that gonna work with that gap there? I think it does actually. Otherwise I have to put the door on the inside. That's fine too. Let's just see if that actually works. But the rest of them, I'm just gonna fill them in solid. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have put these in the floor, should I? These should have been up here. Of course. Yeah, there we go. That's better. That's going to look very, you know, reactory. There, and I guess we'll just put that there so that we can get these across. Is that going to complain about the structure now? Oh yeah, it's fine. Even though there's an air gap right there, it says that's fine. This is a 3x3 reactor. If I take you out, yeah, casing incomplete. Okay. I always thought you had to do the door so that it was like properly sealed, but it's Minecraft sealed. Okay, let's get some casing around. Not casing. What is this stuff? Factory blocks around it. Make it safe so everybody knows it's dangerous. Oops, wrong button. There. There we go. Now let's get a lever. I made 2 levers, one for this thing to turn it on. Oh, that's gonna open the door. That's gonna be annoying. I guess I'll put this on the other side. Oh, and actually that makes the door better. We can make the, oh, I guess I could put the handle for the door there. And then we'll put, why does it break 2 blocks? I'll put you there, okay. And then we'll get some concrete for the steps. We need some steps. Because otherwise it's hard to walk up to it. There we go. And then we can go inside. And we can go outside. And we can use this. And everything is cool. In fact, I think it actually works even when the door is open. Okay, so now the layout of it. I can't remember. What do they recommend is the layout? Place the 4 graphite blocks on the corner and the 4 glowstone blocks on the sides. The lapis coolers go between them. Place the reactor cells in all 8 corners. So that means 1 here, which means we won't be able to go in once we do that, but that's fine. I could also just have 7. I don't have to have all 8 as they say. And then the graphite blocks go in the middle layer. Place the graphite blocks on the corners. Yeah, so we're gonna have to, I guess we can always we can always, like, as we walk out, we can put stuff in there, and then must be adjacent to at least 1 reactor cell and 1 reactor casing. And this one must be adjacent to at least 2 moderator blocks. So the moderator blocks are these guys. It's probably easier to do it based off this, right? So there and there. And then I guess it said it had to be next to a casing and one of these. So we can put you up there. And also down here. Wait, is it at least 1? 1 reactor casing. 1 reactor cell and 1 reactor casing, yeah. So there. And then I guess technically we also put 1 there. And if you this one here and this one here and this one here and this one here, and close the door. Okay, seems to be working, I think. And then we put, uranium-238, which we get from thermally centrifuging uranium-238. How do we get that? A block of uranium. Wait, how do we get this from our... Oh, we got to thermally centrifuge, I think, the uranium. Okay, wait. I haven't looked into this too deeply yet. I remember doing this before in my last playthrough, but I forget the details of it. So we'll pulverize it, we'll get crushed, pulverize it again, we'll get impure, we'll get uranium-238 dust. Thermally centrifuge it, we'll get, oh yeah, there we go, thermal centrifuge. So what I'm thinking here is I'll set up the machines, as well as, because you end up doing a whole bunch of like 3x3 crafting of these things. If you look at like, what's the next one? Like, you know, these what are these things called? Wait. NuclearCraft. Yeah, so like all of these things, HEP fuel, LEP fuel, these are done by 3x3 crafting stuff. Uranium-238 and uranium-233. So you end up having a whole bunch of mechanical crafters as well. So I think I'm going to set up the machines like around here somehow. I don't actually have all that much space now that I look at it. So if I put like the thermal centrifuge stuff here, then where am I going to put all of the crafters? Maybe that's where this thing comes in handy, and we'll have to do that. But yeah, so what I'm going to do off camera, I have a bunch of stuff to do. I'm going to set up the processing of this thing. So we're going to pulverize it again, centrifuge it, and then thermal centrifuge it to get these things, uranium-238. And then we can, and then, yeah, I don't know, uranium-235. I'll follow the recipe, you know, we'll get this thing going, we'll get all this stuff going, and eventually we'll finish that off. This is fairly straightforward stuff. I don't need more than one fission reactor. I can do it all with one, as long as we don't mind it taking a while. And I'll also set up the power infrastructure in the base. So from that diesel generator, maybe we'll make another diesel generator. I'll power all of the base, and I guess even bring the power all the way up to here so we can power these guys. The power that you get out of this is like minuscule. It's not even worth bothering to try using it. So I'm just going to avoid it for the most part, because it's totally minuscule and completely not worth it. The only point of having a reactor is to get the later ingredients that you can't get otherwise. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do between episodes. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.